Good morning, everyone. Welcome. It's great to see everyone. I'd like to thank all of you for coming out, especially on quick notice here for this great day at Northwood. Just so you know how this goes, we're going to have Dr. Purdy come up and say a few words, and then we're just going to go from there and open it up for questions. So, my name is Travis McCurdy. I'm the Sports Information Director. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. And without further ado, here's our president, Dr. Keith A. Purdy.
Well, good morning, and welcome to a bit of a different morning here at Northwood. We were going to be doing this in the Gerace Auditorium, but there's no power over there, as there isn't throughout most of our campus. This is the one building that has a strong enough generator to be able to provide full power. So we're pleased that all of you would join us in a little different room than we had originally anticipated. We actually have three announcements for you today. Some of you, as I look around the room, have already heard the first announcement, and that came yesterday at our 2013 football team banquet. And that is that our football coach, Mike Sullivan, has applied for, has interviewed for, and has been offered and has accepted a position, a different position within the university as our director of admissions for the adult degree program at Northwood University. And Mike will be moving to that position effective immediately. We know he is the right person for that job. He's had great experience in this university, both in the athletic department and across the university in a number of other roles. He's served as a registrar, he's served as the Director of Recreational Services and Director of the Hawk Center. He served as an assistant football coach, as assistant head coach, and of course as our head coach for the last 6 years. And I'm very pleased and excited to have Mike take on these new responsibilities to help grow our adult degree program. For those of you in the audience that don't know our adult degree program, it is for working professionals. It is primarily, the average age is almost 40 years old of the students in that program. We operate 26 different centers in 8 different states around the country. 11 of those centers are here in the state of Michigan to attract working professionals so that they can finish their baccalaureate degree in business and move ahead in their career goals. So Mike and his team will be leading the admissions work for that very important and very rapidly growing area. In fact, we had what, a 45%, 48% growth in new students in that program for this fall semester. So we're looking forward to real leadership from Mike Sullivan in that area. Replacing Coach Sullivan as our head football coach at Northwood University is going to be Pat Riepma. And Pat will be assuming the position. All of you know Pat. All of you know he currently serves as our athletic director, but previously served for 15 seasons as our head football coach, is the all-time winningest coach in our history, holds virtually every record that we have in coaching here at Northwood University. During his leadership, he was a 4-time Coach of the Year in the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. He ranks first in career victories, first in career winning percentage, first in wins in an individual season, and then on 3 different seasons he had 10-win seasons for the Timberwolves. And we know that he is going to bring his aggressive and strong program back to Northwood, and we're very, very excited about that. That's a great thing for our university. Now, in order to make sure that Pat is fully focused, where he is going to also take the position of Associate Athletic Director at Northwood University. He has asked, and I specifically want him to continue his great work in fundraising for the university, particularly to finish the fundraising that we need to be able to finish our athletic facilities project, the Bennett Center specifically, and get that last component done for our athletic facilities improvement program, which has been very aggressive in the last few years, and I know with Pat's leadership will continue to be very, very aggressive going forward. Our athletic director then for the university is going to be Dave Marsh, who has been our associate athletic director for the... Dave came to us back in 1998 as the sports information director, so there is a career mobility here. Travis, and director of marketing. He has served in a variety of roles. He has managed compliance, facilities, budgeting, and marketing throughout his tenure. He is very well known in the Northwood community, but very well known outside of our community, where he has served on a variety of committees for the NCAA. He currently sits on the NCAA Division II Women's Basketball Committee. He's been on the Basketball Rules Committee for the NCAA. He's served on the regional ranking committees for a variety of sports. He is very, very involved in the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference and has served as the Marketing and Awards Committee Chair and serves on the officiating committee within our athletic league. And something that we very much appreciate is he's also very, very deeply involved in the Midland area community. He serves on the Midland Area Community Foundations Grants Committee. He's been on the board of the Midland Convention and Visitors Bureau for a number of years and has been the chair of the Midland Amateur Sports Capital Committee for the past 6 years. So he's very vested in both our Northwood community, our Great Lakes Bay regional activities, and in our athletic activities throughout. So we are very, very pleased with all three of these appointments. And
hello, Northwood fans. Great day at Northwood. We're announcing a series of changes, one of which is the new athletic director, Dave Marsh, and we're joined now by Dave. And Dave, let's talk a little bit about how this whole evolution has changed for you. How did you find out this was all going on?
Well, obviously, I was involved in the discussions over the last several days, and Pat and I, we have mentioned before, we've been a team for 15 years, and we say that's not no joke. I mean, that's how we've operated, and really will continue to operate, work hand in hand, and so obviously it was all part of the big picture to do this, to really, you know, if he's going to be the football coach, to put him in a position to really focus on that and on the fundraising, and then I would just take over as athletic director to oversee the department, and you know, so I'm very excited about the opportunity, and thankful that the President Purdy and the administrators had confidence in me to do that, and Pat too, and so we're really looking forward to. We have a lot of good things going at Northwood, but we're going to look to keep taking things the next step forward in a lot of different areas.
For those of us that are in the know, as mentioned during the press conference, for us in the know and for the outside public, a lot of things aren't going to change much because, like you mentioned, Dave, you and Pat have been basically a partnership for 15 years.
Yeah, absolutely, Travis. And so a lot of the things people may not notice, I mean, obviously, you know, I'll bring my own twist to things and some of my own ideas, and to really try to engage the athletic department in the community at whole, area in the Northwood community as well as the Midland community, and really work to do a lot of those things with my staff, with you and Sarah and Kristen and Pat and others. I think we can really make some great strides together to really bring Northwood up and up the ladder.
Now, we know this, obviously you've been at Northwood for a while and you're a Midland native. What does it mean to you personally now to be the athletic director at Northwood University?
Well, honestly, it means a lot to me. I mean, that's a goal I've had for my whole career, really, to be an athletic director. Honestly, I'm glad it's here. This would be my dream job, to be honest. You know, I've obviously believe in Northwood and believe in Midland, as I've been here for 15 years and worked hard in whatever role that would be. So I'm really grateful that folks recognize that passion and recognize the abilities, and so it does mean a lot to me, for sure.
Well, congratulations. We're all thrilled for you, and good luck with everything coming up. Welcome, Northwood fans. Big day here at Northwood. Series of changes. We're joined now by the president, Dr. Keith A. Purdy. And Dr. Purdy, you look at the changes you made today, and overall, considering on paper it's just a football coach change, it's a great day for Northwood. It's a great day for three people getting great new positions at Northwood.
Well, it's much bigger than just a football coaching change. It's a change for our entire athletic department, and it's a change that goes across the entire university. Coach Sullivan's going to do a great job in the adult degree program, and I'm excited to have his leadership over there in an area that's growing and is very important to the university. And, we know Coach Riepma has already had success as a head football coach, but we also know that our league continues to evolve and get stronger and tougher, and the new schools that have been added in the last few years are not by any means lessening the competition. So we're glad to have a proven winner as our head coach going forward. Someone knows how to put together the kind of competitive program that we need and want, and we're really excited to have Dave lead the athletic department. He's got big responsibilities, coming off a time when under Pat Riepma we won 26 different championships. We've built a lot of new facilities. We've had the best grade point average in the history of Northwood University this past year of a 3.18. So Dave's got a lot of bogeys to shoot for out there.
Absolutely. But you look, and when it became apparent that Coach Sullivan was going to move on with a new position, it's really hard to find a new coach. But when you have someone like Pat Riepma, hand ready, available, and willing to coach, you're not going to find anyone better than that out there to lead the Northwood football program.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more. We're blessed to have someone like Coach Riepma here with us at Northwood who is willing to come back into coaching. Coaching is a huge undertaking. You look at what all of our coaches do in any sports, whether they're the head coach or an assistant coach. They work awfully, awfully hard, long hours. It really is draining on particularly their family life. And Pat knows how to do that. He's done it successfully. He's very good at providing balance between family and job, but also getting great results in the process. So we have a very exciting opportunity in front of us. And one of the other nice things is with this very orderly transition, our new coaching staff is going to be out on the road recruiting immediately. We won't be going through a 3 to 5 week search for the next head coach. I think this is the first new coaching opportunity that I've heard about in our league or in our region of the country. So it gives Coach Riepma and his team a great opportunity to get out there and build for the future.
And one thing that's great about all of this is the fact that everyone is already comfortable in their own roles with Pat and Dave, that this switch is a big switch, but they both know what they're doing, and there's not going to be a big transition period for any of us involved.
No, I think that's absolutely right. Everybody knows what they need to do. Everybody is supportive of one another. It's very much a team effort, which is the only way you win in athletics, and that's, to me, probably the most important part of this whole transition, that it's a win-win-win situation for Northwood, and we know we're going to hit the ground running.
Well, Dr. Purdy, thank you very much for joining us today, and thanks for this great day here at Northwood.
Thank you.
All right, Northwood fans, welcome back. We got one more interview today on this great day here at Northwood. Our new/old football coach, Pat Riepma, back at the role of Northwood football. Pat, talk about the process that led to you becoming the head football coach again.
Well, it began with Coach Sully and I getting together, and he shared some of the things that he was feeling as far as the time commitment, and he wanted to have more time with his 3 daughters. He wanted to pursue his doctorate again and finish that. He wanted to have an opportunity to get involved in a different form of leadership on campus, and so surveying the landscape, it just felt like this was the right time for him. He thought personally it was the right time to get out, and so we started walking through that process together, and the position that he has is a great opportunity for him. It's one of the most important positions on our campus with the adult degree program. He'll be leading that up, and that's involved in, I think, 8 states and 25 centers that he'll be in charge of, and so it'll allow him also to work on his doctorate. It'll allow him more time with his 3 beautiful daughters. And as we walked through it together, we both felt, for continuity reasons, to keep our people, our young people together, our staff, that for me to become the head coach just made sense.
And those of us that have known you the longest have known that the coaching itch has never been fully gone away for you. We all know that at some point there's a good chance you're going to come back. And now you're coming back to a place that you're comfortable, you know everybody, you know what to expect, you have a relationship with all the other people. So in a lot of ways, it makes a lot of sense for everyone involved.
Well, it's an opportunity to get back and have more of an impact on young people, to get more involved in lives and challenge them to reach for greatness in everything they do. And we have a lot of work to do. We want to start that tonight with our first team meeting. But as you look at the situation right now, it's an opportunity for us to make a statement as to what type of program we're going to be in the off season and as we get prepared for next year.
You faced the toughest questions you faced today were from your own players during this press conference, but they did bring up some good points. The offense has changed since you were the coach. You got a lot of coaches back from when you were here, but a lot of people that are new too. So there's a lot of decisions that have to be made by you and your staff going ahead that maybe the landscape changes a little bit from what we've seen the last few years.
Well, you're exactly right, Travis. We have to find out what's best for our young people on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. And so we'll walk through that together as a staff. That will affect how we recruit. We'll need to make sure that we put our young people in their best position so they can have success. And as we figure out what that is, it'll be a trial and error process. That's what spring ball is for. It'll give us a great opportunity to see what we can and cannot do. And by next fall, we'll have a better feel for what we can accomplish as a football team.
And any of us that know football know recruiting never stops. So I'm sure you're going to start recruiting pretty much as soon as you can leave this press conference, I'm guessing.
Well, as soon as we wrap this up, yes. It is a lifeline, and we need to get out there and get after it, and we'll have a recruiting meeting with our coaches, and we'll want to make sure that we continue to bring in quality young people like Coach Sullivan has and his staff. They brought in some great young men that have character and have done a tremendous job in the classroom, and so we want to continue that trend and make sure we're getting kids who can be successful academically as well as athletically.
One final question. You've been one of the most important fundraisers at Northwood over the last few years, and that role is still you're still heavily involved with that, but the Bennett Center project, trying to get that wrapped up. Talk about how maybe that's going to change. Does that change at all now with the football commitments? How does that evolve? How does that role with Northwood evolve?
Well, I think it will not change. It's a valuable part of my job description is to continue to fundraise. We want to get the last $1 million that we need to renovate the Bennett. We have 2.75 in, and it's a 3.75 million project to get it done, and that will benefit all of our student athletes. So it's something that we desperately want to finish. It will be a high priority. It will be right next to rebuilding a football program and putting our young people in that position to get our program and to get after it. And so they are both equally important. But right now we're going to focus on the football team first and fundraising second. But I will say you can do both, and both will be done.
Anybody watching wants to donate some money after that, they're more than welcome to. So, Coach Riepma, congratulations and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And thank you for watching.